the work that is being done by community to continue community in Baltimore. So the last time I was speaking here, it was under a little bit of a different circumstance in that we hadn't secured the Sarah Ann Street houses and the Edie Homestead, but today we have, and as Ms. Pat kind of indicated, it doesn't take as much as what people think to disrupt the system, because one of the weaknesses of the system is they never think that we will come together in any substantive way in order to protect ourselves. But they can see very clearly now that the displacement that has gone on in DC, in Philly, in Harlem, in Oakland will not be tolerated in Baltimore. We have learned the lessons. Those who fought and lost in those places, or who were able to preserve some things and not others. In the same way that this same neighborhood mobilized years ago against the highway to nowhere. This isn't new. Organizing isn't new to us. Fighting City Hall isn't new to us. The reality of it is those folks are supposed to serve at the discretion of the people, not the other way around. Right. So for too long, they've served at the discretion of developers. They've served at the discretion of whoever pockets is putting money in their campaign. And that's all good because that's the way the system is set up. But we're about to organize and mobilize and vet our own candidates, fund our own candidates, platform our own candidates, and send them into City Hall and into Annapolis to do people's business. But one of the things in watching the announcement about, the win that kind of disheartened me is that the city was made whole in that these properties will be wonderfully developed by Black Woman Bill, right? So they got their shine, that's done. Dan Blythewood and La Cité got money given to them for, reimbursing them for their lost cause. And yes, Ms. Edie gets to keep her home, and the Sarah Ann Street houses get to be developed, and less people are going to be displaced. But nobody attempted to make Miss Edie and her family whole for the fight. As somebody doing this work, it takes a toll. It's a lot. It's sleepless nights, it's tears, it's curse words, it's a whole bunch. And so the organization, one of the organizations that I helped to found with John Kern and Bree Jones and Tim Chance and Andre Robinson, the SOS Fund, where our focus is disrupting, dismantling, and decolonizing everything around land toward reparations and Black land sovereignty. We decided that we wanted to give Miss Edie and her family a token for what she did, because it's one thing to talk about it, it's one thing to try to organize, but you didn't just talk about it. You did organize, you did fight. We see you, we honor you, and we collect money to deploy into community for housing stabilization. So we have collected $5,000 that we are going to give to you because you earned it. But we also are calling on DCHD and La Cité to at least match that money.
Yes.
At least.
Yes.
If community can put up 5, Dan Blythewood damn sure can put up 5.
Yes.
If the community can put up 5, DCHD can find 5. Yep. Maybe it's for a front door, maybe it's for landscaping, whatever. They can put up the money so that you can have a token for the work that you did, not just for your own self, but for the history of Sarah Ann Street and for the future of Poppleton. So our call is for DCHD and for Dan Blythewood and La Cité to match the $5,000 that the SOS Fund is going to give to Miss Edie, and to exceed it, because that is what is owed. That is a modicum of what they owe to you for what they attempted to do. That's a modicum. It's salt, right, in a meal, but it's what is due to you. And we're calling on them to do that. They're calling on them to make you whole in some way, right? To offer you something financially for what you experience, not just to say, you know, we're not going to take your house. Yeah, yes, that's good, but we going to need some coins for the Edie family around here.
Yes. Yes.